Let's talk about the death of Jersi McKnight. Some of you are not believing that this child was left unattended and wound up somehow rolling off the table, landing in a mop bucket and drowning. Okay, some of you are not believing that's possible. Well, let's look at it. In 2011, a baby girl drowns in a mop bucket. In 2007, Heather Freeman, 27-year-old woman from Oklahoma, was taking a nap with her 9-month-old child laying beside her, and while she was asleep, he rolled off the bed and landed in a mop bucket full of water, and he drowned. Now, this lovely young mother had drugs in her system, and there was drugs in the baby's system. So she was sentenced to 25 years, but he drowned in a mop bucket. In 2009, Crystal Kahn from Queens, New York, 28 years old, was charged with endangering the welfare of a child when the 11-month-old she was watching drowned in a mop bucket. That's just a few of the cases that I found of babies drowning in mop buckets. The next comment I want to address is I've seen someone say that it was an accident, and the fact that we should just accept the fact that it was an accident. When someone is watching your child and you're paying someone to watch your child and they're licensed by the state, you have a certain expectation of the care that that child is going to receive. They left this beautiful child laying unattended on a changing table, and she rolled off and landed in a mop bucket. That's negligent as hell, and someone should have to pay for this child's death. The last comment that I'm going to address is someone asked me again about my mental health and asked if I was okay doing all these stories. I'm not going to tell you that these stories don't bother me. I would not be human if they did not. Some of them rip me out of the frame, like the little boy of the trial going on in England. Whenever he sits before he dies and says, "Nobody loves me. Nobody loves me." If that don't make you cry, make you get in your feels, and you got issues. But I do it because maybe, just maybe, eventually, people will hear me enough and think about me before they hurt a child. Before I have to tell their stories.